how rich that is. That's insane. Hello friends, family, and homesteaders. Welcome back to another episode of the Ruby Homestead. Today I am cutting up our chickens that we processed the other day. We let them rest in the ice chest for like 2 days, and now they're ready to go ahead and cut up. Some people will leave them for a little longer, some of them just go ahead and do it the following day. So, because it's just Frankie and I, most of these I'm going to be cutting up instead of shrink wrapping. I probably won't shrink wrap any until the following batch. So I've already cut up one. I'm going to show you how to do that, and then I'll just give you the rundown on what I do with the rib cage and everything. Just a little disclaimer, if you don't want to see the carcass, turn this off now, okay? It's already dead, it's cleaned, it's been dead for a couple days. And if you're ready to figure out how to cut up a chicken, keep watching. Alright, here we go. So we have a nice chicken here. Now there's a couple little feathers that I didn't get, so we're just going to pluck off those now. You can take a torch or a lighter even, and you can burn off the little hairs, and that's mostly what I did, but it doesn't take off the little feathers. Make sure that you get this little gland out. There's still a little bit there. Okay, so I'm going to start with the wings, and what you want to do, I think you can see it. Let's see. Okay, so what you want to do, come right in here, and as you pull the wing back, it will show you where the joint is. You're just going to cut that joint. Just go all the way around. You can kind of feel where it loosens up as you're cutting the cartilage in the joint. There you go. There's a wing. I'm going to put it in my wing bowl over here. I'm going to do the other one. Now the quarter leg. I'm just going to leave them quarter legged because 9 times out of 10 I'll package them as legs and thighs anyway. Okay, so you're going to come right in here where it folds. You're just going to cut right along there, just like that. Okay, and if you take and pop that, it's going to do the same thing and just give you a guideline to follow. Right down into that joint. You see it breaking right there? Right there. Okay? Some people ask why we do our own chickens now. We don't do them all. Last year we did 10. This year I ordered 25. Okay, I ended up with 26. One of them, it got crushed under the water. Anytime you're dealing with livestock, you pretty much need to assume that at some point in time you are going to lose something. That happens with any animal, especially livestock. I'm going to take the skin off because I don't like the skin on my chicken breasts, and that way when I thaw it out I can decide to use it for chicken strips or just chicken breast, however I want to. In our tractors, we just use the rabbit tractors to put the chicks in, and the rabbit tractors have wire on the bottom. So when I moved the tractor, one of the little chicks, its leg got stuck in the wire, and I don't know if it twisted it, if it broke it. I don't think it was broke, but I went out the next morning to feed, and she couldn't even get over to the feeder. Well, I figured, you know, maybe it's just fallen asleep or something. She'll come around to it. Well, I went to my dad's to do some work, and when I came back, I checked on her, and she hadn't eaten. So I knew that she hadn't been able to make it over to the feeder. So I took her out. We processed her, and I got, like I said, it was pretty pretty early on, so I got about 1.5 pounds off of her. The tenderest meat I have ever smacked my lips on. So anyway, she did not go to waste. That's the whole goal here. And to make them have a better life, you know. I would rather take it upon myself to know that this chicken had a good life. In its very last moments, it was eating grass. As we were processing them, they had fresh grass. That to me is important. So, now, and then the second most important thing, besides how it lived, I don't know, these run neck and neck. I don't think I could give them a number on which one's more important. Anyway, we're going to use everything. You see this carcass? I don't see any meat cuts left on here. Do you? But there's still plenty of meat there. Okay? Not to mention all the flavoring in the bones. The skin, your broth, that healthy, nutritious broth that the store dilutes down, is from this. It's from all the nutrients in the core. Okay? That's just the best way I know to describe it. So, the way that I get these out, if you cook it on the stove in a pot, it takes a while. My house heats up really fast. I live in a trailer. And it's not good for my cabinets that are not rock hard wood. So, I put them in the pressure cooker. So I'm going to take this over here. Now I have an electric pressure cooker. Amazing. I love this thing. And the more that I try it out and the more that I use it, the more that I love it. Okay? So right now I just have it set on warm. That way it can be getting hot. And in here, I'm going to put my rib cages. There was only about maybe 1 inch or 2 of water in here. And now so I've walked you through that, and then you just package up your stuff for whatever you think your family needs. So these are wings. There's 9 in each bag. Just in quarter legs, I have 6 meals, okay? That doesn't sound like a lot until you add in the fact that that's also Frankie's lunch for the following day. That's not bad. 6, 8, 9. We have 9 bags of breasts. Now I just write on the bags the date and put them in the freezer. Chicken. I've plucked all of the chicken off of the bones. This is what we're left with. Okay? So this will be more than plenty for dinner. You can do anything with this. Chicken and dumplings, fajitas, chicken tacos, chicken, whatever you put chicken in, you can do this with. But I've got the broth going with the bones, that way it'll cook it down a little bit more. I also added a couple chicken feet in there. Told you I was going to do that. Took her a little too long. You really only need to do it on poultry for about 15 minutes. All the itty bitty bones in there. You don't want to be eating your meal and chomp down on a bone. We've done that. Don't do that. There is so much meat to be saved. You don't want to throw that away. Did you see that? That's gonna make somebody feel better come flu season. At least I feel like it should. Now I've got my fine strainer, and I'm gonna strain out all the rest of the stuff. I'm not gonna go super into depth with this. I'll do that in another video. I'm sure you'll have plenty of canning videos come this summer. But you're just gonna carefully move it over here, as opposed to store-bought. Do you see how thick that is? Okay, so I'm gonna put these in here. Okay, Okay, so I put them in the pressure cooker for about 30 minutes. We'll see how they turn out. Look at that. Just got them out of the pressure cooker. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, well here in the next couple days I'll show you what, I'll try to taste one out, see how it worked out. I gotta go work in the garden. Frankie's out there weed eating. Got the eggs cooked over here. Good yummies for some chickens. And after that, I guess we'll call it a day. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. See you later. Also, be on the lookout for a greenhouse tour coming up next.